It is Saturday, August 9th, 2025, and this is the latest breaking news. If you're not familiar with my channel, I report the news for Central and South America with a special attention on Medellin, Colombia, and Colombia as a whole. I think I have 19 good stories, 2 maybe a little bit longer than a minute or so. Let's jump into the first one right away. In Medellin police work, an operation at Rio Negro Airport detected 48 alerts and stopped the entry of 4 foreigners. Maximum security at the Flower Fair. Medellin blocks entry to foreigners with criminal records and detects child exploitation alerts. During the first 7 days of the Flower Fair, the task force deployed at Medellin's Jose Maria Cordova International Airport strengthened security with impressive results. Between August 1st and the 7th, the Mayor's Office of Medellin, in coordination with the National Police, Colombian Immigration and Attorney General's Office, and international agencies, identified 48 alerts for flows of images with S content of minors in digital environments and blocked the entry of 3 foreign citizens with criminal records. The special unit monitored 284 international flights, verified 447 passengers using the NCMEC tool, and consulted 415 individuals in Interpol systems. In addition, 34 tourist homes were intervened, with 3 being suspended for failing to meet legal requirements. With support from HSI, 3 Americans with the Angel Watch alert and the 1 Chilean citizen detected in international control processes were denied entry. Authorities continue operations and identity checks to prevent child exploitation and crime in Medellin. In Bogota police work, Bogota's police cracked down on a dangerous gang targeting bar patrons in Bosa and Kennedy. The breakthrough came after the family's 123 hotline call reported a missing person. Using cell phone tracking, authorities traced a stolen phone to a taxi in El Retazo, capturing 4 suspects, 2 men and 2 women. The gang's tactic was sinister, offering spiked drinks to knock out victims before stealing their belongings. Security footage linked them to similar crimes using the same vehicle. Police seized the taxi and recovered 2 phones worth 6 million pesos. The suspects now face the Fiscalia's justice, thanks to the quick police work and citizen cooperation. 123. Gotta call 123. In transportation news, Southwest Airlines has ditched its iconic bags fly free policy in 2025, rolling out check bag fees to boost revenues in a turbulent travel market. Expert John Nastro warns the timing is risky, with U.S. tariffs hitting the industry hard. Basic economy sales tanked post-May, but are rebounding. CEO Bob Jordan projects $350 million in earnings from the fees this year, but analysts fear loyal customers may push back, threatening Southwest brand. Stay tuned to see how this gamble pays out. And that's true. Stay tuned, because they hit me the last time. $35 for the first bag. It is what it is. If the flight is still cheaper, gotta go Southwest. Costa Rica has a tariff plea. Costa Rica is urgently calling on the U.S. to pause its 2025 tariffs, which threaten the nation's vital agricultural exports. Coffee and banana industries face severe losses, potentially destabilizing the economy. The government is pushing for negotiations to protect farmers and exporters, warning of broader economic fallout in Central America. Costa Rica's plea highlights the ripple effects of U.S. trade policies on its neighbors. Breaking news from El Salvador. President Nayib Bukele's party has scrapped presidential term limits in 2025, allowing him to run indefinitely. Bukele dismisses claims that undermines democracy, calling it a necessary reform. Critics warn of authoritarianism, sparking heated debate about the country's democratic future. With global eyes on El Salvador, this bold move could reshape its political landscape for years to come. Next up, Brazil's Bolsonaro dilemma. Brazil's judiciary faces a high-stakes battle to convict former President Jair Bolsonaro for its alleged role in the 2023 riots. With U.S. President Trump's influence looming, a conviction could assert Brazil's judicial independence, while failure might embolden populist movements. The case tests Brazil's democracy and ability to stand firm against external pressures, with implications for Latin America's political stability. Headed to Medellin? Make sure you get your smile right. Make sure you see my dentist, Dr. Carlos Mori. Good location, right on 43rd, good price, and of course, the best service you're gonna get. That's right. Okay, Back to Medellin. In Medellín's Comuna 13, a new attraction called El Helicóptero de Orión charges 5 mil pesos to dress as soldiers on a mock helicopter, trivializing the traumatic 2002 Operation Orión. This military operation, ordered by then-President Álvaro Uribe to reclaim militia-controlled areas, resulted in severe human rights abuses, including civilian passings, disappearings, and forced displacements. A silent TV loops a 2017 Teleantioquia video showing helicopters, gunfire, and military actions, ignoring the pain of survivors. Critics, including victims, denounced this as a disrespectful commercialization of a dark chapter in Colombia's history where paramilitaries and the military collaborated, leaving lasting scars. Over to Mexico, Tulum's tourist crisis. Tulum, Mexico is reeling as a major airline canceled flights to Tulum International Airport in 2025, redirecting them to Cancun. Economic and operational challenges drove the decision, threatening local businesses and Tulum's state as a trendy destination. The shift could strain jobs and infrastructure, with local leaders racing to restore confidence. This latest blow adds to Tulum's ongoing struggle to maintain its tourism's allure. In U.S. Guatemala news, a former Guatemalan mayor was extradited to the U.S. in 2025, facing cocaine conspiracy charges for allegedly aiding in drug trafficking. The case underscores U.S.-Guatemala efforts to dismantle narco networks targeting high-profile figures. Local debates over corruption and justice are intensifying as the trial could set a precedent for combating cartels in Central America. The fight against organized crime continues. Still in Mexico, U.S. targets Mexican cartels. The U.S. has slapped sanctions on Mexico cartels since 2025, including rapper El Makabelico, for allegedly drug trafficking ties. The measures freeze assets and ban U.S. transactions, aiming to disrupt cartel operations. This bold move targets narco influence in Mexico's cultural scene, but enforcement challenges persist in the country's complex criminal landscape. The sanctions signal a tougher stance on organized crime. Southwest Airlines still in the news. Southwest Airlines made headlines again by its open seating policy in 2025, introducing assigned and premium seating to boost profits. The shift, driven by tariff pressures, is expected to generate $1.8 billion this year and $4.3 billion in 2026. While some passengers welcome change, others lament the loss of Southwest's unique model. The airline's risky pivot could redefine its identity in a competitive market. Yes, I'm going to miss this. Why change was not broken? I don't get it, but anyway, I get the tariff and need the money, so. Anyway, are you headed to Medellin? Make sure you do more than just hang out at Parquilleras. Take a tour. See my guy Andres at Nomad Travel, and also he does safe airport pickups and drop-offs for you as well. Okay, in more tariff news, Trump's tariffs shake the globe. President Trump's 2025 tariffs are causing global economic tremors, hitting nations like Brazil and Italy hard. Trade disruptions, rising costs, and supply chain strains threaten support-driven economies. Businesses are scrambling and governments warn of potential showdowns. Analysts predict these tariffs could reshape international trade and diplomatic relations with long-term consequences for global commerce. The world is watching closely. In U.S. Venezuela news, the U.S. hunts Maduro. The U.S. has doubled its bounty to $30 million for Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro in 2025, accusing him of narco-terrorism and corruption. The move ramps up pressure, with officials demanding his arrest. It's escalating U.S.-Venezuela tensions and raising questions about international law and sovereignty. Critics warn of regional instability, while supporters see it as a step towards justice for Venezuela's ongoing crisis. In U.S. Costa Rica breaking news, there's a new U.S. diplomat in Costa Rica. Jennifer Savage has taken charge as the U.S. Embassy's charge d'affaires in Costa Rica in 2025, strengthening ties amid tariff disputes. Her role focuses on trade, security, and regional cooperation, critical for Central America's stability. Savage's diplomatic expertise will navigate these challenges, aiming to deepen U.S.-Costa Rican relations. Her appointment comes at a pivotal moment for bilateral economic and political ties. Colombia is cracking down on migrant smuggling. Colombian authorities with U.S. support dismantling a migrant smuggling ring in 2025 arrested key operatives. The network exploited vulnerable migrants heading to the U.S. using dangerous routes. The operation aims to curb illegal migration and protect victims from organized crime. This crackdown highlights the ongoing fight against human trafficking and the need for stronger border security in the region. Breaking news from China, China's health crisis. A chikungunya outbreak in China in 2025 is raising global health alarms. The mosquito-borne virus causing fever and joint pain is spreading rapidly, sparking fears of a wider epidemic. Authorities are boosting mosquito control and public awareness, but containment remains challenging. Experts call for international cooperation to prevent a global health crisis as the outbreak tests China's public health response. You're hearing it first. Make sure you take precautions, okay? In other words, just put on your mosquito repellent and wear your mask. Costa Rica issues murder arrest. Costa Rican police detained 2 suspects in 2025 for the murder of a U.S. citizen, shaking the nation's tourism industry. The case has raised concerns about safety in popular tourist areas, with authorities probing the motive. Calls for enhanced security measures are growing to protect Costa Rica's reputation as a safe destination. The investigation is under pressure to deliver justice and restore confidence. Back to Medellin, Medellin's tourism triumph. Medellín Comuna 13, once scarred by violence in 2002, Operation Orión, is now a 2025 tourism hotspot. Its vibrant street art and cultural tours draw global visitors, showcasing community resilience and urban renewal. The transformation has boosted Colombia's tourism industry, with local guides sharing stories of hope. Comuna 13 stands as a symbol of Medellin's remarkable comeback. In U.S.-Kenya news, Kenya and the U.S. launched a strategic partnership in 2025 focusing on trade, security, and development. The deal aims to spur economic growth, counter terrorism, and advance technology and infrastructure. As a key U.S. ally in Africa, Kenya's role is strengthened through tariff impact and regional stability pose challenges. This partnership could reshape East African geopolitics for years to come. So there you go. You're up to date with all the news out of Central and South America that I could find for you over the next few days. Shout out to Hilroy for the shares, CB Ling, Luis. Thank you guys, and anybody else who passes on stories to me. It is greatly appreciated. If you are in one of these locations and you have some news to share, especially if it's breaking news, please hit me at dcbornrob@gmail.com, dcbornrob@gmail.com, and I'll see if I can fit it in or edit it or whatever I can do to get this stuff out. I need this information. So again, thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe.
Thanks for hitting like. dcbornrob.
So hey girl, thanks for coming by my place.
No worries. You mind if our girlfriend can come by with us?
Hell no. This is why I watch DC Rob. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below.